So, about 2 years ago, I decided to make a crucial change in my life, and that was to go to the gym. I was in a very dark time in my life. I had no friends, I never came outside, I was overweight, as you may have noticed. A lot of people noticed back in the time, like 2, 3, 4 years ago. Especially 4 years ago, I was overweight, hair wasn't done properly, clothing style was terrible, and I moved to Zeeland and eventually was like, okay, I've been living here for I don't know how long. I want to make new friends. I'm playing football, but for me, it just kind of feels like it isn't enough. And my brother used to be an ex bodybuilder. He's won several competitions back in his time. And I mean, I'm talking about 16, 17, 18 years ago, back when he was a teen. And I talked to him, I said, man, I want to lose weight, but I also want to be more conscious and live a healthier lifestyle. He said, go to the gym, bro. Honestly, for you at your age, do it now instead of doing it in about 10 years' time when you're not able to walk or anything, etc. And that made me think he does have a very valid point. I mean, very, very valid point. And he said, do an intake, go to the gym, see what it's like, and just do it. Even if you don't feel comfortable doing it, you're going to have to get used to getting out of your comfort zone. And it was very difficult for me, because at that time, 2 years ago, I was still very antisocial. I was kind of not really the type to want to see people or speak to people. And I made the drastic change to go to the gym. Now, I think at my worst, I wore 92 kilograms. I'm not sure how much that is in stones. Currently, I'm 87, but we'll tell you why I'm 87. Because the boy was bulking for a while, and now I'm trying to lose weight. Um, I was 90 kg, and eventually I was 81 kg at my lowest. If you go on my Instagram last year, you'll notice a big difference from then, a year ago, with now. I'm way bigger. Unfortunately, the stomach has also gotten bigger. Yeah, that's definitely one thing. Unfortunately, for some reason, it just doesn't go away. It just won't go away. Doesn't matter if I die, bro. Like, the face fat, yeah, that goes away. But when it comes to the stomach, no, the stomach just, no, it don't want to go away. At the end of the day, it's got to do with what I eat and movement. Um, but no, the gym, like I said before, the gym has, without a doubt, it saved my life. I mean, I was in a fucked up time at that time. Work wasn't good. At home wasn't good. I had no friends, and I was just very, very, very lonely. And the first time I went to the gym, I had no clue what the fuck I was doing, bro. I was like, man, what am I doing? And when you're new to the gym, the weights feel like a lot, but the more you start to train, the less it starts to weigh, the more you can go, and it does. And honestly, like, my best advice is to anyone that's watching this: go to the gym if you struggle with mental health, because essentially that's why I went to the gym. I wanted a healthier lifestyle, but I also wanted to be happier. And dude, 2 years later, I can say it makes me happy. A day that I skip the gym, I feel bad. And that's the saying, they say that you can get addicted to the gym. That's very true. I am addicted to going to the gym. Because me not going a day to the gym, it feels odd because I go to the gym 5 times a week. Weekends I normally skip because on the weekend I have football. So I don't want to injure myself. I want to at least give my body some time to replenish, which is very important. Now, some people, they gym 7 times a week. I wouldn't recommend doing that because, well, you give your body literally no chance to regenerate. Literally pressure 24/7. But no, the gym. So obviously my main goal was to lose weight, and I did lose weight, and it made me happy. But something in my said I want to get bigger. So in the beginning of this year, around January, I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna go on a bulk, not on a dirty bulk, on a clean bulk. Now, what is a dirty bulk? For those who don't know, is you literally eat whatever you want, high protein foods, but also candy, chocolate, ice cream, etc. Now, I wouldn't recommend it because of the fact that, well, you're gonna get breakouts in your skin. Your stomach's gonna be fucking upset. Uh, it's gonna fuck up with your hormones, with your testosterone, etc. clean bulk is 2 to 300 calories above your daily intake. So let's say you're on a cut, you take 2,000 calories a day, add 2 to 400 calories extra. In 10 days, that's 4,000, 12,000 a month. You gain a bit of muscle. And some people's body reacts and responds different. With the bulk, I definitely noticed shoulders as well. I bought clothing the beginning of this year. Oh, this is really cool. This fits me. Not remembering or realizing, oh, if I bulk, I'm going to become bigger. The shoulders by me are a massive issue with a lot of t-shirts because my shoulders are pretty big. So a lot of t-shirts just don't fit me, or like it hurts because of the tightness on the shoulder. But also a big thing is the stomach. Now look, it's not the end of the world. You have to realize that most of us that want to get a six-pack need to lose a lot of stomach fat. And in order to gain or get a six-pack, you have to have low body fat. A lot of people seem to forget that. And there's one thing I definitely want to tell you, which you should never do, is compare yourself to others. Because the gym is a judge-free zone, right? Now, judging people at the gym is lame as fuck, right? I don't think that is cool at all. I've had situations that I look at someone, I'm like, exercise is completely wrong. But I don't laugh at it. I'm like, all right, let me go help this person out. I did that a while ago with a guy, which I'm not friends with. I looked at what he was doing. I'm like, man, he's doing the tricep exercise incorrect. So I was like, yo, bro, can I teach you something? She said, yeah, sure. What's up? You're doing it incorrect. Let me show you how to push it down. I said, okay, cool. And then we got to speaking and became friends, and we sometimes gym together. Another thing I realized, and this is a natural thing, is if you're a dude, you go to the gym frequently, or you're starting to go more, is you become more horny every time. It's testosterone. You build up more testosterone. That's a known fact. You don't want to know how horny I am all the time, 24/7, because of the fact that the gym, it releases dopamine and etc. It builds up testosterone. It's amazing. It makes you more manly, makes you stronger, but it also makes you horny. Yeah, has its ups and downs. Well, I mean, it doesn't really have any downs. It's actually an up because that's good. It's good for your libido as well. You can get testosterone things as well. I don't know how that works, honestly, if your testosterone is low, but yeah, thank God mine isn't low. God, could you imagine that? Imagine me as a fucking dude acting like a chick. I ain't doing none of that. But food as well. You see, when your main goal is to lose weight but build up muscle, the most important thing is what you eat. They literally say abs are made in the kitchen. That is true, but you also have to train your abs. All right, but when you lose weight, you start to notice your muscles. You can see your veins more. With me, well, I'm not having a pump, but when I do have a pump, I have like this massive vein that goes through all the way here. Also got one down there, but you can't see that one hand. That's so bad. That's so corny. Now you have to dislike the video because that was corny as fuck. At this big age, come on, can't do that. In 2025, we're making these weird ass dick jokes. That's gay. Come on now. Nah, but like, yeah, you don't really see the veins. When I have a good pump, there's like veins all here and on this arm as well. But because I have tattoos, they do cover a majority of the veins, which is definitely the downside of having a vein. But no, what you eat is very, very important. And it's very crucial when you got to realize this. You got to understand. You're tearing your muscle every time you lifting up a weight. You're doing a bench. You're tearing your muscles. In order for your muscles to recover, you need proteins. Now, amino acid proteins is very important. Eggs, for instance, eggs are the best form of protein. Best. I don't always eat eggs. I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, I eat fucking 50 eggs a day. I think the most eggs I'd ever eaten were 15 in a day. Yeah, let's just say, I was shitting the entire day, bro. I normally don't eat eggs before I go to the gym because it makes me fart like a motherfucker. Fucks with my stomach. But yeah, I sometimes have 4 to 6, 8 eggs. I mean, I eat eggs almost every day, but 4 to 6 max. I like to combine eggs on a burger bun. Honestly, that's so good, by the way. And also another thing, you can lose weight and eat carbs. Don't fall for that bullshit of, oh, I'm in a calorie deficit. I cannot have a cookie. Yeah, you can, as long as it's in your calorie deficit. You can still have a treat. You can still have a naughty little treat once in a while. I do. I don't give a fuck. And some people also say, oh, when you're dieting, you can't eat a banana. What? Because it has sugar. It's natural sugars. It's a different thing. Bananas are very good, by the way. They're great pre-workout because they got potassium and selenium in them. And natural sugars, which transform into, yes, glucose. But your body absorbs it different than when you're drinking a protein shake with a fruit in it. But you just do your research. But no, food is very, very important. And the nicest thing about me being at the gym is you get to know people. And people help out for each other. They look out for each other. And that's very, very, very nice. You know, especially what I go to. It's a local small gym. And it's fantastic. You know, you've got Basic Fit as well. I'm not a fan of commercial gyms because, well, often the equipment is just fucking dreadful. But also, it's just too busy for me, for my liking. And I really thoroughly enjoy the quietness. It was the best thing that I ever decided to do for my mental health, but also for my body, man. It's just to go to the gym. If you've had a shit day, bro, you got your heart broken, go to the gym. Become that man that she feared you would become. Again, so corny. Even the dog's like, what the fuck is this dude on about? You get my point. The gym is great. It definitely saved me. Yeah, no doubt, bro. It definitely saved me from doing something potentially to myself, which is really weird to say to some, but nah, bro. You'd be surprised, man. What a gym bro can do for you, to you. What the gym can do mentally. It's, see, you gotta understand. Your body releases or makes dopamine. It's like when you eat something that you're craving after a long day of work. It's a reward. You release dopamine. And that's the same with the gym. You release dopamine, you get pleasure out of it, but you also boost your testosterone. Now, for women, it's a very different thing. When women do like heavy weightlifting for like a long time, like competitive bodybuilding, their body actually starts to not produce estrogen, but testosterone. Yes, that's why if you look at like female bodybuilders, they all have no tits. They're on train as well. They're on MK77 probably as well. But the more you train, the more testosterone you build. And that's the same for a female. That's why, if you've ever wondered why the voice is so pitch high from a lot of these women that they get that interview when they're at bodybuilding competitions, testosterone. I don't find that appealing at all from a woman. I mean, no, I'm not a... no, I think it's nasty as fuck, bro. I'm sorry. Just what I mean, it's just... it's weird, isn't it? A woman that has a deep voice like a man. Now, you have some women that have a naturally deep voice. That's a complete different thing. But when you tweak and fuck around with your body because of some illegal substances, that you know, that's like, that's a no for me. Don't do testosterone. Don't do it. Don't. It's not worth it, bro. Your dick shrinks. Why? Because you can tell who uses tren. It's so clear in the gym who uses. You can see it by the acne on the back or pimples. But majority of the time, the size doesn't add up to the height of a person. I mean, I've been in the gym all over the fucking world. I looked at guys, I'm like, you can just tell that they're not natural because of the way that they react first for is a fucking giveaway. When you're using tren, you become quicker, more aggressive with the smallest things, I've been told. And yeah, I have acknowledged. I've seen that happen, bro. Like, you speak something. What the fuck did you say? Like you know what I mean? Like, a little shrimp dick. Hey, motherfucker, you go don't want you, bro. Chill the fuck out. You know, that's definitely one thing you gotta look out for in the gym. But besides that, gym is fantastic. I would recommend it to anyone. Now, another thing I want to say as well, you have to be realistic as well when it comes to your body. When you look at all these gym influencers, you have to understand that that's their job. They have to look good, pumped up, etc. You work in your 9-to-5 job. I'm not saying it's impossible to get that same body. It's very, very unrealistic, though. You have to also be very realistic and say, okay, well, if I lose a bit of weight, I'll be happy. And let me tell you something, right? I have a stomach. But I can tell you from experience, not one woman has ever said to me, oh, you've got a stomach. Sounds pretty good. You know what I mean? Most women, they don't give a fuck if you got a stomach. Actually, most of them find it attractive. You'd be surprised. places like Miami, Florida is probably a whole different thing because that's like the gym place of the world. I do want to go to Miami, Florida one day and see what that is like. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Adios.